guys today? I'm Miss Shine Like 70. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what their messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with before you go. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up, along with the thumbs up so that you can help with the algorithm of the YouTube. Hey, happy Sunday. How are you guys today? I got a net around me, but that's okay. We good. So how are you guys? I hope you are having a great day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this message. I have your messages for today. I'm gonna start with the divine feminine. Even though this is a masculine energy, I'm gonna start with divine feminine. I just want to see where you are. July 3rd will be the full moon in the buck moon, and this is the time of the year when the antlers of the male deers, they shed it and then they regrow, and each time they come back they're bigger and spectacular than ever than the last set they had, right? Something about fishing starting, I think that starts to like the 17th and all the way to August the 1st. And then we have cutting hay is what I heard. Cutting hay. So this is the time of this bright moon we're gonna have is the brightest. This is the first of 4 super moons in 2023. Okay, so it's largest in the sky and it's the closest point in its orbit at this point. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. We have the witch's hat here, witch's hat. Then we have the raccoon, Tenom, the burden. And then we have the waxing moon. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal agendas here or goals. Survive a soul retrieval here. The chakra of self-discipline in the third chakra. We also have a drifter. So here's where your divine masculine will come in under the drifter. Either they drifted from you, you drifted from them. This is a drift away, experiencing life as it came or as it comes. Okay? So let's see what divine feminine. I'm gonna pull you real quick just to see where you are in this message. And then I'm gonna go ahead. Past, present, and the future. Tense for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the thought. So these might be some thoughts and feelings you might be having about the situation, about an ex, about this. The divine masculine might be on your mind at this present time. Okay, so that's talking about spirit is telling you to stop worrying as well in this energy as well. So, don't worry about nothing. Everything is as well. Everything is all is as well. Is all is well. Mm. So let's go. Past there was some innocence, vulnerable energy where you was vulnerable. Maybe you was a little naive about the situation or a circumstance. This is about your faith versus faith. Faith. Faith, Faith, versus the Fates, faiths. Okay? Faiths versus your faith. That's your resentments, your forgivenesses, things like that. And then we have your future of the sanctuary. Basically, where I thought you would be, meditating in stillness in your head, contemplating. And like they said, thoughts was here. The thoughts of your rejection is what I just heard. Thoughts of your rejection, something about wanting closure, might not have gotten closure, but somewhere along this, under this witch's hat, you might not need this because this is power. This witch's hat will be your power, and prosperity is right beneath that. Bottom of the deck, we got the winter. Okay, so this might be a cold situation or a cold season. or things might be been cold for some time here in this energy. Okay, so let's see, you guys. I'm gonna pull this drawer open for just a second. I'm actually looking for. Hold on. So I can't believe you're mine, or I can't believe you're not mine anymore. So it's either a past energy or a present energy as well. Past, present, or future tense in the energy, okay? So with the witch's hat, I'm trying to see you guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, now we're gonna get with the witch's hat. I just want to make sure we get that underway. What kind of energy that witch's hat brings in. You didn't get the witch's cottage, but you got the witch's hat, and that talks about power. Your power. Repeat from the past holds you in fear under this hat. They keep you back when you're so near. Your strength reclaimed grows by the hour. Now step back into your self power. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be, and there it is done. So this is talking about your, reclaiming your power, your growth here. This is in the hour, like it can happen in an instant. Excuse me, right? And that's a hiccup because something is like about innocence and vulnerability and naive, and then your faith versus your faiths, and then the sanctuary. You know, really believing that it can happen if you go into yourself, the sanctuary. Okay. So this is also a foresight. You are more powerful than you think. Enforce some authority. Someone is trying to influence you. Walk away. For those who do not serve your highest interests, reclaim your power. Investigate your past lives to heal fear of persecution, so that you feel like you don't have to be persecuted for something that you did or didn't do with this person or person. And something about they might have did something to you that might be needing some justice. Actual judgment is coming across in this energy, under this energy. It's of wisdom. Declaring yourself isn't about dressing up or about looking the part, especially like with a witch. It's not like you're gonna go around looking like a witch or dressing the part, but it's talking about embodying. Um, it runs much more deeper than that. It understands that where their true strengths lie and use them accordingly and wisely. You have all that it takes to walk in the ancient path of the old ways, and yet you allow others to disempower you. You tend to get in when in you tend to give in when your words and your beliefs are mocked. Past memories of prosecution are linked to your fears, which cause you to light to fade and to hide in shadows. Time to stamp your feet in a um, defiance and to and anything past or present that is stopping you from growing into the wise one that you truly are. By standing strong, you are in a state of declaring to the world that you are the wisdom keeper. Others are waiting to turn to. Now you can wear your hat, this witch's hat, right? You can wear this witch's hat and stand in your full strength. As you step into this power, never to be given away again. So you don't want to give your power away to something else again in this way, shape, or form. So now we're gonna go into this distance that y'all made in love, that y'all made distance between you and this other person. Okay, this is a hat that is a visual representation of a cone of power. This creates a higher wisdom used in the school of a dunce hat. It was replaced on young witchlets and help them to increase into intelligence and connect to God. The witch's hat is from China in the 3 BCE, where discovered in graves wearing 2 foot long black conical hats, which um, with a flat brim, which would be that same brim that has all these pentacles and moons and different cycles on this hat that they have. And this is also repeating from the past and holding you in fear. So something that's from the past is repeating, that is holding you here. But we're going to break those chains. We're going to break those strongholds. We're going to let it go. We're going to have surrender here. This is where we're going to let it go, because we're in our sanctuary. And this is where we're going to heal. And once this healing comes through, you will be renewed. But in the process, we will have to, navigate this journey, through it. Okay, so let's talking about this is talking about awakening the lion. This is also awakening your strength of the innocence. Okay, so even though you were vulnerable and naive, you got to have strength now to see through those types of things that people manipulate you in when you're vulnerable, and you're using your kindness for your weakness, saying love too early, and being jumping in too quickly, without um, getting to know the person fully, faith, just, faithfully walking. While I'm gonna blindly go into, no, we need a plan of action. We can't blindly, no, never let a person say, oh, we're gonna see where things go. No, we're not new shoes, we're not test running, none of that kind of stuff. Okay, at this, because we already, are regaining, our reclaiming our power here. So in this faith, we got to go stand on everything that you are um, wanting in this thing, because it says now is a time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. So this faith is definitely standing on your own personal achievements and goals here in this energy. Okay, under this which is hat of power. And then we got the faiths, and then we got the bearing fruit. So this faith, with this, without being able to bear fruit, you know what I mean, things to come to fruition, to come to things that you want to come, not the things that you repeating, but new things, new ideas, new with prosperity. Right beneath here tells me that a new light is shining, right? Because you're going to go from the darkest of hours to the lightest of hours, in a situation or a circumstance. Okay, and then the sanctuary comes in under feeling the world. Okay, feel the world, and then that's almost like healing the world, healing yourself, healing your environment, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. Michael Jackson sung that, right? Under healing the world. That's all he wanted to do, make the world a better place. Okay, where people weren't, going against each other, or going against the grain, or whatever the turmoil may be governmental, may be politics, may be minorities and groups and organizations, or cults, or X, Y, and Z. You name it, right? So this is definitely going to be an abundance of love in your life. People who are still struggling to find the right partner, you are ready to start a new relationship or want to. Okay, this is take an existing one to a deeper level. So you might be already in a relationship, or you might be wanting to take a not in one, excuse me, not in a relationship, or ready to take an existing relationship to the next level. Persistence, especially when it comes to your dreams. This is also something about a cusp significant in this energy, okay? So you could be um, cusp Gemini, cusp Leo, okay? In this energy, because we just came from Gemini going that way, and we're going toward Leo in the next cusp, okay? So I'm gonna go that way, either way or so. Some that way, some this way. So Gemini would have been one cusp, and Leo is the next cusp because we're in Cancer, okay? So then we got she used him. Something about somebody used him or he used you. Something about a huge blow up. This is about when Ben and Ann broke up. As we now know, Ben Affleck is now remarried and married to a new lady, right? She's married. He's married to, Jennifer Lopez, right? So, and they're happily married. So even though you had a breakup with another former person under waking up the lion, right? So this is awakening up. This woke you up when you broke up with Ann or Ben. Okay, well, you've been there, done that type of energy. Okay, so that. And then we got too good. You might have been too good for them, or they might have felt like they was too good for you. But this is about an intimate essentials. Like sex is not intimate. Hugging and being able to hear one another out, and also being able to reciprocate those things. If you're giving positive advice and leading with positive things, praying together, staying together type of thing. And then you got one on one thing saying I love you and disrespecting you on the same hand. Okay, so we still on this negative side. So yeah, I say I love you, but I'm disrespecting you on the other hand, right? Then I'm giving love and admiration to other people outside of giving love and admiration to you, right? So it says it's levels in men and arousing. So this is testosterone and libido boost. This is essential sexuality response to the libido boost. So depending on how intimate you guys have been, will depend on how romantic or how sexually response you'll be with this other person. Place of thing, they taking me through this whole loop with this. This is also rooted in with these two. Cause see, this is a draw. This is a draw here with these two. Their draw here is rooted here. Their draw, meaning when the Westerns came and we went into town, even though they got love for each other, there's a draw here. I'm drawing my line, drawing a line in the sand into to pass up. Now you want to pass me up for some other kind of, what was that? The Western. So they was like cowboys, So you gonna pass me up for what was a woman that had a cowboy as a man? What was she considered? A cowgirl? Okay, so she's a cowgirl. He's a cowboy, and you gonna pass me up, cowboy, for somebody else? Since you dumped me for Ann, or Ann dumped you for Ben, or been there, done that, right? Under bearing fruit. Since talking about bearing fruit, this is party tricks. Okay, this is pissing your wishes away. This is the pissing well. This is where you pissed your dreams away, or pissed your or you tricked your dreams away, or something like that here. Under this energy here, under your prosperity, under bearing fruit. This is, look at them. They peeing in the well. Okay, and it says pissing well. Take a piss and make a wish. This is a party trick. Okay, they think this is gonna get them the wish. Pissing in the well, and the wish gonna come true. I thought it was a penny, remember, for your wish. Now this is 10 toes down and feeling the world. Okay, so being down for somebody, 10 toes for that person, and then that person being 10 toes down for you. But being 10 toes for somebody, or hang 10 with a person, you're gonna have to work at it. It ain't gonna just be, just go together, just like, peanut butter and jelly. You're gonna have to put them together, spread it, smooth it, you know what I mean? Don't make it too thick, because you might not be able to choke it down. But in this situation, this is you're gonna have to question some things here under to do to make this 10 toes up and 10 toes down and feeling the world under sanctuary work. Okay, because we're trying to make love work, we're trying to make finances work, we're trying to make life work, lifestyles work. Okay, under games exposed, we expose those games that they played in the past. Under, um, are you gonna pass this up? But he probably did because Ann dumped Ben, right? Because she didn't see value in Ben, right? Ben didn't bend for her, or she didn't bend enough for Ben. Okay, at that point. So this is go with your gut. Okay, under this energy, can you learn to be funny? This is your intuition. I'm so full of suspicion. You know what I mean? Somebody got suspicion under the situation. Under they got dumped, or you got dumped, or you know what I mean. You feeling some type of way. Under go with your gut here. You know what I mean? Go and they in the distance that y'all put between them. They wanted to wear the pants, or you wanted to wear the pants, or there was too many options here under too good to. So it was either too good to be true, and the person couldn't believe that you was too good to be true. But this is exposed and revealed here under 21. But this is gonna mirror back to you under 12. So, and that's saying, all right, here's 12 under barren fruit. And what did they say it was under barren fruit? They pissed these this was the pissing well. This is I told you this was mirroring back and forth. And then right beneath that is 5, where the change comes under our mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and soul. All right, so there's your soul retrieval. Now you got to get your soul back. There's your soul. You got to get that back now. Because you done some things and sacrificed some things for Lent or for nothing. Or it wasn't worth it. Things that caused you storms or thunder in your life. Okay? Let's see. Put that there. So we got the soul's retrieval. And then we got the wind, right? Okay, I'm like the air. I'm like everywhere, right? Right? But, 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 right? With the hummingbird in its energy, okay? With the hummingbird, there's still some speed in this energy. You might not see it though. It's moving at so quickly, and it's still taking something from you quickly too. Dipping its bill inside the honeysuckle, and it's still flapping. Bzzz. You can hear the little wings flapping, but you might not even see it because it's moving so fast. Okay, that's how fast this energy might be going in under hummingbird. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the soul's retrieval. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you about the soul's retrieval, what we're retrieving out of our soul and the medicine of it. Okay, under the medicine, 49 might resonate with you, 56 might resonate with you, and 63 might resonate with you as well. So we're gonna start at 26. I'm sorry for fun hummingbird for 26, but we're gonna start at 49. I'm gonna start right at 49 at the medicine. Yeah. Okay. So the soul's retrieval, right under this medicine here, that talks about when did you compromise what you truly believed in to be loved or accepted by someone? Okay, and it says that think back over your life and find a time or times when this happened. Vow never to compromise your integrity again. See, and when we retrieved our soul, remember we got our soul's retrieval, but we also did that under um, our faith too, right? We did that under our faith and under our sanctuary. But we did give up on something here when we pissed things away and we sacrificed some things, our talents, our skills, our gifts. We gave it away, our power, our energy, our temple, lust, thinking it was love, you know, passion and pleasure. And it was just empty promises, things like that, things that we knew we should, like drinking poison, it wasn't good for us. Okay, so vow never to compromise your integrity again, right? Because we regaining, our, our integrity here, manifesting our success and our dreams and our desires. Okay, and going forward with our goals under the wax and moon. So from now to the wax and moon, that's what you should be focusing on. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal agendas and goals. And then it says, what have you agreed to do in the name of love that you know is deeply wrong? Okay, and make it right this instant. Say, if you know this is wrong, you made a pact with somebody, and you know you don't truly love that person, let that person go. Okay, let that. And if you and that person is not, in the last 3 to 6 months, and you weigh the pros and the cons of the relationship, and you don't see where you both have given 50-50, or you both been given over what y'all supposed to, then reevaluate your situation at this present time, okay? Something significant here about change, okay? Something about going into this thunder, okay? So now I'm going, that was the soul's retrieval. That was us retrieving our soul, reclaiming our power under the hat, right? That's where it came in. I'm sorry, you guys. It came under the hat. That's where our reclaiming our power was, under this hat. So now we're reclaiming our soul. And then once things was exposed here and revealed, right, under the soul and under this reveal, we had to heal our body and our mind and our spirit here under, after we took, this situation and we piss things away, or we let our luck, dry up. Okay, because once the well dries up, our luck dries up with it, or something like that. Maybe somebody was on a winning streak, and your winning streak dried up. I just was so in my spirit. Some teller is taking winning tickets from winning um, um, customer. So you hand the teller your winning ticket, and the winning ticket pops up, and she says, "Oh, these are not winners," and she takes the ticket as the winner. Okay, that's what it's telling to me under that, something like that. I heard that under there. So now we're going to 56, 46, no 49. So we're going to 56, 56. 56 medicine under this reveal, exposed and reveal, and then the thunder. So do you feel like unnecessary drama is weighing heavy, or waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never ending victim story? Or could you be telling yourself the version of the same? It's time for an about face. About face. Attention. At ease. Right? So now we're gonna ease ourselves out right out of this situation, okay, or circumstance, because this thing or circumstance, even in this whole spirit of energy, is telling us to get out, leave it, let it go, don't talk to it, regain your power. All of the message, the regaining it with this masculine, even though love was made distant in you two or them, okay. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you to regret your choice. Even if they appear benign or familiar, it's time to say no to the drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than the problem. You are worthy of a drama free life. You are. You don't have to have somebody that's, and I just told you, they say they love you, but they disrespect you on the right. I'm using my um, left hand as negative, and I'm using my right hand as the positive. So they still using that left hand for negative, to speaking, handing you a negative hand. Is what it's talking about. And if you didn't catch that message, that was the live. I want to say before this live here, okay? So if you haven't caught that, check out the live in those messages. And I think it was considered, or it was, you guys, once I make those intuitive message titles like this one, I don't, remember, but I do remember certain things when they come in other messages. I do remember, bits and pieces. So yeah, you guys, and like, we're always retrieving our soul. I don't want to digress from where we're going. So Yeah, the thunder in this energy, okay, on the 56, that would be 11. 5 and 6 is 11. That would be a divine message. That would be a divine intervention coming in into play. When something is exposed and revealed, then it's going to be a divine hand's going to take a circle in it. Either you expose the matrix and you either get off of that cycle and you find a new path, okay, because then that matrix is over for you. You know you've lived the matrix. Now you're out of it, okay? And so now this is where you pitch your tricks or what trick piss your away your dreams or your wishes here, doing too much. Okay. So going up to 63 now, where the wind is. The wind between your ears. Okay. And I'm gonna go with wind real quick. The wind talks about when comes as medicine when you're being invited to recognize the value or of chaos. So this person, this place, this thing is definitely causing chaos. Okay, maybe you notice the chaos or not. You don't notice the drama, but you do. But I just said that there was a negative hand being handed. Now I don't know how they're handing it, but they're giving it to me as a negative hand. Okay. So this is a windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds, so plants and trees can take root in new fields. But I tell you, we had to take about face, and now we're gonna regroup in a new field, right? A new field, a new path, a new circumstance, so that things can blossom better. We're gonna go down to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia's floor to the root where this root is here. Are you going to give it up? And if you need to start with another relationship and root it with a strong foundation from the root up, then that's what it's going to have to take, right? So right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication has been broken down between you and another, and your many to do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, so simply slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it. All remember, this too shall pass, right? This too shall pass. Now, how it's going to pass, and we're going to go right back to the hummingbird on the 26th. Okay, we're going to go right back to the hummingbird on how this medicine is going to heal on the 26th on the hummingbird, right? The hummingbird says that I might be coming to teach you stillness under the sanctuary. I might be coming to teach you this stillness under the sanctuary, okay? Your stillness in motion, and to trust your inner knowing that the sweetness nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. If you feel your security, your safety if you feel your safety, comfort, or day to day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you will have to work much harder to achieve what is being offered to you freely now. Still your mind, even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls you to test new things. Okay, so they want you to definitely get out and test new things. Take a new course here. This is definitely a new course for you. Get off of that course you was on, that cycle, and regain your power here in this energy. Okay, under the hummingbird, regain your power. This is a buzzing you feel. It's a sound in your hummingbird's wing, preparing you to say yes to the new adventure. This is not a time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the righteousness or the rightness of the moment, and take hold of an action. Trust that success is assured Even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination, know that all will be well because the all is in the small. Okay, the all is in the small. Okay, so we gotta start small or start somewhere. Okay, in the energy. Okay, there might have been a split and it might have been messy when you guys split. Okay, because I got the split here. I got this split, and this was a complex of transformation. It was probably hard for one person or hard for both. But this was our aromatic bitters. Y'all both still had an aromatic of love, but it was still disrespectful, rude, and rude. Rude changes everything. Something was about rude here, but it was a complex here. They admired you though, but they sabotaged it. You, them, you, because it was under these wishes, under sacrifice, self sabotage. This was a comfort zone coming to my senses, or they will, or they have come to their senses now that you've been absent from their life. And I try to avoid you, and they really do try to avoid you because they hurts them just like it hurts you. Okay, this is crazy, or they are crazy, or they went insane, or um, something like that here. Because this is sabotage. Because this is you too with about each other. Okay, so this is about the relationship. Like either he turned dark and got mad with his hair turning red, you got in your feelings and you just started being quiet, or you silenced yourself or something like that. But this was number 92 in the energy, and that's still 11. Something about a divine intervention stepped in. Okay, but the skating on thin ice the relationship was, or you guys are, or the situation is, like I told you, there could be some justice here with judgment. There is a heavy burden here. We get back up though. So once we fall, we do get back up. You know, it might take us a while to get back up, but you know, and this might also be a time where somebody's trying to kick you when you down here. Whenever joy Whatever joy there is in the world, all comes from desiring others to be happy, and whatever suffering there is in the world, all comes from desiring myself to be happy. But what need is there to say much more? The childish work of our own benefit works for the benefit of others. Just look at the differences between them. Okay, so all things work together for good here in this energy, and this is about healing your heart, and this is healing the heartbreak. But then I got the higher view with the divine universe in reverse. Okay, divine um, ego, but maybe you're not seeing this higher view. You might not be seeing this higher perspective, but the self sabotage here and being able to get back up even after a self-esteem blow, after being your confidence blow, after a failed marriage or a failed relationship, or rebounding to one thing to another. But this is also, you do get back in love again. It might not be right away, and it might have was right away because you didn't want to feel the hurt, the pain, and you now trying to shine through, or that person is trying to shine through. Okay, this person made a lot of mistakes here under this situation. Under the raccoon, you're classy and organized things with dexterity. And then this is also you being versatile here. But this is the Ten of Swords. This is also about the deception or the betrayal, or this definitely talks about the relationship being split, about the something about go with your gut here. This is something that you felt. This is something about intuition. Then we got the Five of Swords. This is what caused the conflict here with the Five of Swords under the healing your heart, about the procrastination or the sabotage here, self sabotage, you, them, you. And then we get back up under the higher view, which is the Knight of Cups in reverse, where they're emotional, but they're wearing armor. So they might be hiding their feelings, how they feel about the situation. But you also might be hiding the way you feel too, which makes them feel like they're not, your feelings are not valid here on the soul's retrieval. So let's talk about the shining through and then to your self discipline. I am strong and capable. My actions speak louder than my words under the self discipline. And then I am free of the need for approval of others. But this person or place or thing with the correct coon here could need the approval of others or need your validation here or somebody else's. Yeah, I got the temperance. They're trying to how to balance it with the mind, body, and soul. They try to balance it here at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles, there is some kind of other contracts and some kind of other situations and circumstances that they really need to be attended to, but they choose to sow this situation um, to back together, mend this situation, but in a toxic way. Something about they get something from this situation. Like I told you, something that sheds and something that regrows under the antlers, under the buck moon. And this must be buck wild too, because it came under waxing. Yeah, nine of wands. This is the pumpkin head. Okay, their head on fire. They might be hot headed. They could also be a little scary. Okay, this might be scaring other things off because this is the scarecrow pumpkin hair type of thing here, but it's also got the witch hat on too, so it tells me that it definitely talks about the power here. This person is in their head, and this is where they're hot-headed about the situation, and they could be cynical about the situation or um, um, sadistic in the energy. Okay, this is also going to be sociopathic energy. Okay, narcissistic. Okay, pumpkin head, nine of wands. That's in your head at night, up at night. Okay. This is also Pegasus. This is also the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is you trying to be like oblivious to this Pegasus that that true love can possibly be is what it's telling me with the Pegasus. And the Eight of Swords talks about that would be blinded to the truth, but you're blinded to the truth in a way where you or them couldn't feel or they felt like, because I'm getting it with this person's head like this, and with the Ten of Swords, it was a deception and it was a split. But I'm getting that they didn't couldn't believe that this was could be true. Like, they couldn't believe in this happiness. They couldn't believe that this commitment could be something real. With this Pegasus here, a horse like a unicorn. You know, we never really seen horses were unicorns. Really, we consider them. What a horn on his head. We haven't really seen many of those. So this is the justice I talked about, right? But that's in reverse. So that's why I told you they might not be getting the justice that they look for. Like might be this tension seeking, but that's also um, being when they talk about prosecution. They talks about being guilty, of laws and order. Okay, so it could be also law and order, something like that. Justice, something like that. Something to do with probation. It could be things with the government, contracts and different things like that. Municipalities and things like that. Okay, organizations and groups. This is all nonprofits and stuff like that. Volunteers. Okay, but with the justice here, definitely talks about it could be needing a public defender as well. If you can't afford attorney, is what I just heard. One more. Yeah. So I got two types of Pegasus here. One like that came in, and then the other one that came like this. Okay. That's how the other one came, like with the rainbow, with the shock, where everything be order. You know what I mean? With the rainbow, that means that's the highest as the heavens can go. And then with this one, it talks about in the garden. Okay, that you could have had this situation. Okay, in the elements, that this could actually have been real with the Two of Cups here. That talks about how it could have been. It really could have been real. Okay, this unicorn. Maybe I ain't never seen a unicorn, but maybe they do exist. Type of energy. Okay, maybe they do, but this was as high as the heavens because it was divinely orchestrated. Okay, when this relationship came in. Okay, he sits high and looks low. He knows what people say behind your back. He knows what you don't know about the person, place, or the thing. Okay, and that's why when they make them sabotage their self or the relationship so that you could see the flaw, and that's how that works. You know what I mean? Like that's how it works. So then we have the detective, right? So the detective, you'll start to see things that make you see the situation in its entirety, where it said fruitions, okay? Where bearing fruit, where if this situation or circumstance is not bearing fruit. Y'all not building. Y'all not growing. Y'all not going nowhere. Y'all not been nowhere. Y'all been in together relationship 6 months or a few weeks or a month, and y'all only seen each other once, or y'all never seen each other at all, or y'all haven't even went on a date yet. Okay, like that kind of stuff. Like it just tells me that the relationship is moving slow, and there's also some madness in this energy as well. And they like, shh, telling you never give up though. They don't want you to give up because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. Okay, so they want to take and keep that for like a dog with a bone. I don't really like you like that, but I would rather keep you for myself than to let you go to somebody else. Okay, even though I know I ain't good for you, but that would be the confession here. That would be what confesses here. Okay, and that would be a long story, a long to make a long story short, that's what that said. To make a long story short. All right, so then we got some kind of judgment here. Dear Lord, what is your will for me? Incidentally, sir, he's not only one of our best workers, but also he's a fine Christian. For to me to live in Christ and to die is gain. That's Philippians 1 and 21. So Philippians 1 and 21, for me to live is Christ, and to die is to gain. So I have to die, shed this old skin or this old antler, because this is the buck moon. I'm gonna have to shed this old head of thinking, way of thinking situation under these antlers, so that I can have a bigger and a more impressive way of doing things or being in a situation or a circumstance. Now justice. Okay, the next corner. So this is to the next best thing. This is a rest day. This is keep it up. This is also do all things. And you said this is cardio day because you're gonna have to put the work in. This is also arm day because you're gonna have to use your muscle. You're gonna have to flex and you're gonna have to use something with your arms in this energy. And this is also with love to the next corner. This is also gonna be um you could be America from America. Ah, live in America. Something about boxing. I don't know if that's significant to somebody. It's a boxer's wife. I don't know what that means to somebody. Something about going fishing. Something about fishing. I said that earlier. Something about bees. You got to be careful. There's bees. Might be a bee nest in your grass. Walking with no shoes. There's a bee nest near your entryway. Okay. Something about a false flame here. False flame. This is a shaman was asked. This is what is poison. So like I told you, this is something that you need to turn away from. That is not. See, with this going down the rabbit hole energy, I got the don't drink poison here at the top of the deck. So something that you shouldn't do, that you know that is not good for you. This is only give him 3 days. This is also with this magic of this hat under knowledge. Only give them 3 days. And something about somebody falls asleep driving a semi truck, and this happens again. Like I always say different things, but when I come out multiple times, I gotta tell you it happens to another person. It happens again. So this is a semi driver falls asleep before and so he crashes. So something about a semi truck, but it doesn't say he gets hurt. Somebody, I can't believe your mind. This is feeling insecure and inadequate. This is feeling insecure and feeling inadequate. This is Scorpio and Sag energy. So, divine source, what is your dream for me? Lean into the dream. This is also defamation of character. Yours are theirs are yours. This is also victimhood and cutting ties that bind you to a destructive story. But we're going to end that because we're reclaiming our power. Remember, this is unhealthy attachments. This person might have an unhealthy attachment to you, but um, they don't know more. Ex-lover, ex-lover, old spark. So somebody sparks old flames with with an old flame. Ex-lover sparks a new flame with an old lover. Okay, that's what they said. Then it's turned over here, and this is ancestors applying pressure to them to, you know, do what they need to do. Stop overspending, budget more efficiently. Now I'm gonna just give this to a word of advice to a lot of people. Listen, currency is changing, and we don't know when our currency will change. And the American dollar might not go as far as it used to. Okay, and it's already doing that with the price of the way things are going up. And if you were a person that used to like to go spend, like I may have been back in the day, now these ain't those times. Okay, these are not those times. You can. They want us to believe that these are not those times, but depending on how you spend, you know what I mean. Even though things is getting higher, um, they want you to budget. Okay, they definitely want you to budget for retirement, for a rainy day, for something of emergency. And if you don't have emergency funds, it's something that they're calling on, something about emergency funds. Okay, and something like that of 10,000 or more of emergency cash. And this is an elegant creator. This is impressive performance. This is how this drives. Okay, original. The original. This happens. This happens today, this week, this month. It happens. This happens. Okay, and this happens. Okay. And then this is also somebody being flirted with and, reciprocating, being flirted with. Another woman flirts with them or another man flirts. But this says that you may be thinking more. But when a woman flirts with me, I'm putty in her hand. So somebody flirted with them, made them feel like they were stroking their ego, made them feel like they were handsome, made them feel like they were sexy, made them feel like they could, regain their power again. 5141, that's a mirroring effect. Okay. But this is also benefiting of others. Okay. But this looks at it, the difference between them. Okay, so something about looking at the difference between this one and you and them, because we drifted here under this distance with this experience in life as it came. This was an opportunity of the caterpillar. This is also a transformation. Okay, and then we got a rest and a renewal here because we already was in our sanctuary. This is all we needed to know. Listen, you guys, I appreciate you guys stopping in and saying hello. I will be back. Remember, we're going to have the 4th of July for 4 on the 4th of July. So 4 minutes for $4. If you would like, Cash App will be available. Super Chats are always available. Get your badges for the chat and the channel, and it's always going to be available when we're live. Those super badges is also available. You can always donate in those super chats with that. Okay. Also, in the description below is my email. If you would like to get your own personal message with me, if you would like to just talk in private, that is available for you as well. All right, you guys. If you do not have any messages for me, I'm gonna catch you guys later, and you guys have a great Sunday fun day, and stay cool because it is very hot here. Namaste, and now I must go. Bye, guys.